Are you seriously?
Okay, episode Who Gives a F? We're back, and it's Monday. This podcast is brought to you by Phillips Law, and Phillips Law has $100 billion plus won for their clients, trusted and recommended since 1993. Over 1,800 Google reviews, official partners the Arizona Cardinals and the ASU Sun Devils. You need Phillips, and their official call line for our TimboSugarShow audience, family, and friends, free of charge, is 602-388-1669 for any legal advice you need. So welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We had a great weekend. Sean turned 30.
I haven't
29.
turned shit.
He's
bitch.
29.
I haven't turned shit. My birthday's
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
My
that's
birthday's
good.
tomorrow, G, which is today when they see this. I'll be 29. And honestly, never been this fucking depressed in my life. Jokes. Rolling today, training a little bit, felt good, man. I don't feel like a whole new freaking God.
I felt like, yesterday I felt like just a top dog, top G. And then I come in today and just get my ass whooped.
Yeah, well, you made a smart decision. So we'll just start with this. Danny threw me a surprise party Saturday night. I thought we were going to dinner. Me, Tim, Mariah, Danny. I thought we were gonna go to dinner. I pull up to the house and there's like 20 people there. Fuck Rick and DJ. Everyone's dressed as me. Everyone got that was funny. Everyone did a good job dressing as me. I pull up looking like not me, which was crazy. And for the first probably 2 hours, I'd say, I didn't drink. I was just going to stay sober. I knew I wouldn't regret it. I just want to get healthy and be able to train full time and not have to deal with little injuries. So for about 2 hours, I didn't drink, played beer pong, sober.
Moping.
Just kind of, moping around a little bit. And just, I couldn't get into the vibe. Everybody was faded. And then it's the devil won. The devil won. He said, do it.
What made it click? I think was it all the girls just having a hoot on the dance floor?
Well, I felt bad because I know Danny put so much effort into that. And it was like, I was the only one that was like, I wasn't planning on partying at all. I thought we were going to go to dinner and have a good night, fuck Rick, and go to sleep, just like sleep good. So I wasn't in the mindset of going out. Usually, like when I party, we know we're going to party, prep, be excited. So then it was boom. It went from having a chill night to let's party. I just didn't really want to party. And then everyone was having a good time, and I'm like, screw it. I did some things, and then I chugged the tequila bottle for a little bit, and I went from 0, so I went to 100% sober to 8 out of 10 faded in about 3 minutes. You witnessed it. It's crazy. I literally felt like the devil on the shoulder just took over my life for a little bit. Jay saw the devil at the club. He saw the devil on the party bus. I did doing front flips on the party bus.
I had no clue what to expect.
Nose clue?
I had literally no clue what to expect.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't. I
Didn't tell me. Didn't tell Mariah. So we came over in just normal clothes. I'm like, what the hell is everyone
You guys are dressed up.
No, Danny gave me a robe and glasses. I had.
For dressed up as in dressed.
I thought
up
we were
as
going
me.
to steakhouse
Me too.
Yeah, and I mean, Mariah was just having a hoot too. She had some shots. All those girls were just having so much fun.
Bro, Mariah was twerking and shit. And stuff.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I ain't never seen it like that.
And then she's like, "Well, let's go. Well, should we go to the club?" And that was the first time she was wanting me to go to the club. I'm like,
you guys, you were smart not to, but you definitely missed out. It was legendary, huh, Ezra? Ezra was there. Yeah, it ended up being fire. The party bus. We got a party bus.
Mm-hmm. How long? What time did you guys leave to Scottsdale? 'Cause Scottsdale's about an hour.
It was about 40 minutes. 10:30. We got to the club around 11:30. Like perfect time to get to the club.
No,
didn't we?
No, it's pretty good.
Didn't
I was
we, Jay?
looking at my. Did
we get to the club
I was looking
around
at your guys' story and it was
they're like
midnight.
noon.
You guys
Yeah,
were dancing
midnight.
in your living room at like midnight.
No, we got to the club.
I think at midnight we got there.
11:30, 11:45, midnight.
Yeah.
That was
Still
perfect
2
time to
hours.
get to the club.
Yeah.
It was probably popping.
Yeah, I was pretty much blacked out at a couple points. I remember the party bus was probably one of the most fun parts, though. Like, that one was fun.
We did a forward roll.
I was flipping and shit. I got scratches on my back and shit. But it was fun.
Ezra, did you get boozed up?
I didn't.
Sober Bober.
Really? Yeah. The girls were dancing. And didn't Kira pull you onto the dance floor?
Yeah, Kyrus gets pretty wild when she starts drinking.
And then what were you thinking? Just like, get me out of here.
For a second, and then I was just like, fuck it. Just
have fun.
Just gonna have
Just
fun,
let
yeah.
limp.
I just go limp. She's just shaking ass on
You
me.
were smart going sober. I just can't have. I can't be sober in those environments.
And have a good time.
It's I mean, maybe if I prep for, I don't know. I'm just fucking. I don't know. It was fun though. Overall, it was fun.
That was nice of Danny setting up everything, so that was good.
Yeah.
I messaged Wim Hoff to see if we want to go out there and do a vlog.
Hope he doesn't message back.
That'll make us level up.
Or kill. Yeah. Or just be cold.
That'll be fucking.
It's
That'll
sad.
be brutal.
I'm getting some more stem cells on Thursday. Ways to Well, the one I did in Austin. They're flying out to my house to shoot me up with some more stem cells on my back. I feel like we're almost there. I feel like we're 70%. I was able to flow around today, roll around. It's so weird not training and then just doing that for however long I did. I felt so high just off just jiu-jitsu high.
Mm-hmm. We didn't really get to talk about the Islam fight too much.
Oh, shoot. We haven't talked about it at all.
Man, Islam, dude.
I tweeted this. What if Volk, I don't think Islam would have taken that fight on 12 days notice anyway, but what if Volk had a full camp at Islam, took the fight? Would Volk finish Islam? Very well could.
Yeah, definite possibility.
I just feel like I would never, if I'm not don't have a good camp, I can't imagine taking a fight, especially against Islam on short notice.
Yeah. Well, and then Volk talks about the shit he's going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The mental health shit he's going through. Fighters get to train every single day when they sign a contract. They have a goal. Every day's plan. They got their workouts. And then all of a sudden, I don't have to fight for 6 months. What the fuck am I supposed to do every day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder what kind of demons he battles.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a lot. Like, I remember the Olympics documentary we watched. There's every 4 years, and then after the Olympics, they all get super depressed. I think that's just performers in general. Those high highs come with what goes up must come down. You go really high, you're gonna go really low. That's why a lot of people, when you party hard, you have the time of your life Friday night. You do it again Saturday night, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you're just like, why do I feel this way?
It was weird. I was just reading this Bruce Lee book. I was just flipping through it last night. It said, "There's a fear and insecurity and pride." There's a fear and insecurity and pride. For when one aims at being highly esteemed and having achieved such a status, he is automatically involved in the fear of losing the status. Then protection of his status appears to be his most important need, and this creates anxiety. Is that true?
Yeah, probably a little bit true.
When you get to a suit, that would make sense why a lot of famous people are really anxious and have mental health issues.
Yeah, I could see that. I'd say probably less with fighters, just because fighting, you're never gonna, once you're known as a badass or whatever, you're always how to fight. Fighting's, I'd say, different. I bet for like actors and stuff, or people that become famous and they're not really, I guess acting's a sweet skill too.
But fighting, when you're in it, you're the champion right now. Yeah. Everyone wants to give you a free table. Everyone 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, when the time's kind of passed.
Chocolate L can't get a free table, G?
That's what I'm saying.
No, he can.
Big Chucky rolls in, and they're like, "Who are you?"
No, yeah, we'll see. That's a good little quote. You sent me one that was even that I liked. Where was that?
I think it was on Messenger.
Let me see. You sent me a good one the other day too.
Sucks for Volk though. I seen a guy that durable get knocked out, but that was nice. Connor was saying that kick was there the whole time because he always covers those head kicks. And when you aim those head kicks on top of the dome piece, and they just skip off your noggin.
Here's this quote: Big wins tend to be accompanied by some combination of bigger decisions, more uncertainty, and greater risks. If you want to play at a higher level, you need to be comfortable with greater swings of highs and lows, mentally, emotionally, financially. You can avoid the swings, but you might be forced to play at a lower level.
Damn.
See that? I text you. I said I'm scared to win again.
Big old swings.
Big swings, big things, man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the left head kick. That's crazy. That's how Kamaru got knocked out against Leon, and then Kamaru versus Khamzat was the fight before that. Kamaru Usman is a gangster. We always knew he was a gangster. We always knew he was, but for him to take that fight on short notice, go the distance with Chimaev, and some people were saying, I mean, that first round was definitely 10-8, but pretend it wasn't, and then Kamaru went. You could give them the next 2 rounds, possibly, right? Maybe he could have won that fight. crazy.
I thought that Usman actually like outpaced Chimaev. Like
For sure, noticed.
he kind of broke him, but Chimaev like stole each round with the takedowns right at the end of the rounds.
Yeah, definitely could give him that. Yeah, it's crazy. Kamaru was gassed, but he was just still. It was just will. He was going off will in that. It was gangster.
How jacked he was at 185, and
That's how I would look at 145. Huh?
Khamzat had the back with both hooks in like a minute into the fight. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a minute.
Yeah.
And then Kamaru survived that like fucking animal,
Gangster.
dude.
Good gangster.
And then Khamzat, everyone's hoping he gets on the mic and says, "Oh fuck, I kill
kill
anybody."
anybody.
But then he's like, "I don't care about the title. I just want to make money."
Didn't call out Paulo Costa.
No.
Didn't call out Sean Strickland. That is your time to shine in that moment, to build your next fight, give the UFC some sound bits, give the UFC some promo. Who do you want next? Who are the fans going to talk about for the next week? And doesn't take that opportunity.
Then I saw I think it was on Twitter, people said that you don't realize what people on that side of the country are going through with this war shit. Like he could just feel so like, just like.
Well, I remember after I fought Peter, it was a hard fight. And I didn't call out anybody. I was like, he just tired.
Did Khamzat call anybody after the Gilbert fight? How was he?
I think he was humbled again.
He was a little bit more quiet like that. But all that shit going on that side of the
Yeah.
country, if that's a lot going on a lot closer than you, and you're constantly seeing videos of kids dying and all this war, it's like, that's the last thing you're probably thinking about over there. You just probably don't even want to fight. Like, fuck.
Yeah, right when I see that stuff on Twitter, I close all my apps. I'm like, I can't even. I just don't even like being in that. It's like I can't do anything right now for it. So it's like just try not to even think about it.
But then also I'm like, well, what if it was that Khamzat and Strickland fight? They sparred. They know. They felt each other before. But everyone I've talked to, even like Shmo and the people, they said Khamzat kind of beat up Strickland in the room. But they probably didn't go 5-5s in a row.
Sparring and fighting they might as well be two different sports in a sense.
Literally.
They're like, sparring is just not a fight in that moment. The light is just, they're different.
They really are. They freaking really are, dude. And I've seen that a lot with you too. There's people. Well, it's hard with you too because you're a KO artist, so you can't KO your sparring partners. So you're pulling shots, and maybe the sparring partner doesn't respect your punches as much. But then in a real fight, one shot in your face first,
Yeah.
What do you think about
and
sparring?
And just build up.
Ezra?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And then besides that too, like think like Sugar, whenever he was getting ready for his fight, it's a fresh guy each round too.
Yeah.
Like when are you going to have, because for us, we're thinking, okay, we're going to put a pace and we're going to make sure he's got a good push, and we're coming in trying to wrestle hard and stuff, and you're already tired.
Yeah.
You're wrestling someone that's already tired and trying to push a pace.
And then sparring too is like when you're sparring fresh guys, it's almost damn near pointless to throw body shots because body shots don't come into play until the second, third round. Then it starts really wearing on those body shots.
Yeah, that's true too. Sparring's, I kind of miss sparring. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything coming up, Ezra?
Not right now.
Nothing lined up. We already talked about East Coast trials last pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching the YouTube, just the highlights of all those, and I was like, God, it gets you fired up, doesn't it?
Dude,
especially
it's pretty
before
fire.
you come in here. I was watching the 77 kilogram one this morning. Definitely get you in a good mindset to want to come in and train and push the pace and stuff.
Isn't it wild how like each martial art, like if you just watch the martial art, you're like, fuck, that's high level.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
But fighting too, if you watch like a high level MMA fight, you're like, dude, they're doing everything at a pretty fucking high level.
Yeah, it is sweet to watch. God, it's crazy how young people are nowadays. Like, imagine in the next 10 years, are they all going to be like 17, 18-year-olds that are just winning these? Well, I guess the experience too.
Dude, that is what it is too. And then you feel a 31-year-old, 32-year-old man compared to a 18, 19-year-old. You can feel a difference.
Yeah.
You can feel a guy who's been, there's a difference in man strength.
Especially when those kids are 30 and they were started when they were studs when they're 18 and now they're 30 and then there's studs coming up, they're 18. It's like these 30-year-olds are still going to be dominating probably. I don't know. You're doing Nogi Worlds December, right? Is that when?
I probably will. I'll probably do the Masters 1 black belt division.
Hey.
So it'll be good. Sean Strickland discusses potential title fight with Khamzat Chimaev. Getting a decision with a welterweight off the couch is not fucking earning it. What do you think of that?
I want to see Khamzat fight Costa. I mean, Khamzat beat Kamaru at 185. Like,
I would be just as pumped for Strickland. Well, then, yeah, who's it going to be for Strickland? Is it going to be DDP? Is it going to be Jared Cannonier?
supposedly, I saw Jared got offered the Khamzat fight, but was injured. Is that true?
I'm not sure.
I saw Chael, or no, someone tweeted that. Did you see that, Jay?
Yeah, I sent it to Tim on Twitter. I think Jared's hurt.
Jared was,
He's
yeah.
out of like a
Damn,
fight.
because he would have took that.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Did you guys see that guy leap from the stands and attack Paulo Costa?
No, I didn't see it.
I saw that. Costa has the elbow
Swinging
wrapped,
on him.
still swinging. God, Costa versus Chimaev needs to be what's next. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's obvious. You got to make that fight.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with Islam? I would love to see Islam versus Colby or Leon.
I think if Justin, everyone thinks Justin Gaethje would get ran through. I don't think he would, dude. Because they talk about Gaethje when he fought Khabib. He got there 10 days before that fight, and just everything was wrong.
Dude, they fought at,
Gaethje's
like,
a different dude.
They fought at like 4 a.m. or some weird time when they fought too, because it was the night here, so it was switched.
Yeah, and he got there 10 days before.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
And Khabib said he knew that. He knew that Justin got there, and he's been through that time travel multiple times. He knew that was just going to ruin him. So this Gaethje now versus Islam in Vegas or something.
That would be sweet. Yeah, that would be sweet. I agree.
I wouldn't be that surprised if Gaethje knocked him out. I just wouldn't.
You know,
God.
like Khabib too. Khabib comes in. He's like, I have to take him down. Islam strikes with people.
Islam's good striking.
He's a good
dude.
striker, yeah.
He's got very, very good striking.
But he'll be standing with Gaethje, I think, a lot longer than Khabib was going to try to stand with them.
Mm-hmm.
Gaethje, remember how good Gaethje looked versus Fiziev?
Yeah.
He out kickboxed him.
And then Southpaw Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, I mean, if it's any, Gaethje versus Islam would be sweet too.
Dana White criticizes inexperienced doctor who stopped the Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker fight.
Did they ask where you at? And Johnny Walker said the desert.
The
fucking
doc
good
asked
answer.
the standard question whether an athlete is fainting confusion or legitimately has confusion. The doctor was right to defer the response made. The mistake here was done by the referee, who should have called this a disqualification.
At least a disqualification, or oh my god, yeah, or just like you said. What if they made a mistake, called it, and the both fighters wanted to fight, and they're like, all right, okay, let's just let them fight again. Everyone get out of the cage.
Yeah, the ref made a mistake.
That would have been sick.
That would start happening a lot, I bet.
It should be like that.
I think so, too.
If it's an obvious mistake, but it's hard to say if it's obvious or not. If that doctor saw something, because he's the doctor, and Johnny Walker's eyes were crossed.
Mm-hmm.
It's also language barriers. Yeah, that's tricky.
So Tyson Fury Francis is this weekend, right?
Yeah, it is this weekend. It's
Saturday.
October 29th or something?
Mm-hmm. Tyson Fury tells Francis Ngannou the combination sequence he will use to knock him out during face-to-face
What'd he say?
interview.
What combo?
I didn't see it. I'd have to watch the video.
Damn, that's funny. Hopefully we don't do anything Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Alex has a fight. The little young bucks that go to my gym, their championship football games that day.
Oh yeah, how was that? 7, 8-year-olds, right? 7 and 8 or 8 and 9 or whatever.
7, 8-year-olds. I think it's called the Warner league or something.
Full contact football.
7 and under, and the coaches are like dead serious, throwing shit around, yelling, like just pissed, yelling at the kids. Damn. Competitive football.
And you went, and it was fun.
Yeah,
I gotta go Saturday. Cool. So Saturday's the chipper, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully we'll be here.
Dillon Danis sends message to UFC CEO Dana White following Bellator release. We about to make a lot of money.
I think I was telling you, why not sign him? Give him one fight. Give him the hardest guy you want. That guy's either gonna beat Dillon and gain a lot of eyeballs, or Dillon wins and now you got a star in the UFC. I think it's a win-win. Sign him. One fight deal.
Yeah, there's just like any dangerous welterweight will beat him up so badly.
Let's see it.
Who would you guys give him? If you were Dana White and you were going to make the fight, who'd you give it?
Literally any of these UFC welterweights. Let me look real quick at the welterweight rankings. It wouldn't even have to be anyone in the rankings. Truly, you saw him against those fights against guys that were like 1 and whatever. So welterweight, Vicente Luque.
That'd be sick. Well, he's fighting.
That would not be sick.
That'd be sick.
That'd be such a beatdown, bro.
Vicente's fighting.
Ian Gary.
Isn't he fighting Ian Gary in December?
You know, it'd be kind of fun one just because it'd be
Kevin Holland.
Michael Chiesa.
Ooh.
Kevin Holland, that would be
Kevin
cool.
Holland.
Stephen Thompson would KO him flat. Shavkat KO him flat. Gilbert Burns KO him flat. Not even being a hater too. People think I'm hating on Dillon, Dillon's freaking funny. He really is. He's the best
funny.
boxer right now in MMA.
Is that what he tweeted? If he tweeted that would be good. He's got to tweet that. Best boxer right now in MMA. I mean, it wouldn't even be that off. Did we even? Oh yeah, fuck. My days and weeks, and when we were even in Montana, I feel like 5 months ago, doesn't it? Because did we talk about? Yeah, we talked about Logan and that, didn't we? Mm-hmm. I'm brain dead from that alcohol, bro. I really am. Cody
Garbrandt versus Brian Kelleher.
Oh, poor Cody, dude. He just keeps getting injured. And that sucks. I actually feel bad for him because injuries are depressing.
I mean, it's a better fight. I mean, this is way better. Brian Kelleher than Mario.
Yeah. That wouldn't have been.
Yeah. Mario ran through Brian Kelleher quick.
That was good for him. Other than that, fight announcements, we ain't got my.
I just got my bonus letter finally.
What do you mean?
My fight.
Oh, because the bonus
It'd take
comes
a while.
Months after that.
Yeah, literally 2 months, probably.
2 months after, and then it just comes in FedEx.
No, just wire.
Oh, nice.
FedEx cash.
Bro, I swear to God, they used to do that.
That'd be sick. Cash?
No, it'd be
a check.
Cash.
Just a box of fucking money on your doorstep.
Yeah,
Did you get your Rolly in the mail, Tim, or something?
Yeah, they're always doing that. They always mail.
What are they
gonna
gonna
crazy?
What are they bring it to you
Hand
personally?
delivery, yeah.
But they do like $60,000 insurance on it.
Just fake the loss, G. Just kidding.
Chill.
Gosh,
Chill.
that's dirty. That's dirty.
You're crazy.
So was JX risen? Was Schmitty risen? Any of the boys risen?
Bro, every single time I've ever left the party, Schmitty calls me the next day. Bro, I had 4 chicks that wanted to come to your house. Because I got us a party bus there from my house. And I told everybody, I thought. Schmitty acted like he didn't know. I was pretty faded. I told the guy, I said, hey, it's just a one-way party bus. Thank you. We're here. We're good. And Schmitty brings 4 chicks, supposedly, to where the party bus was. And told these chicks, hey, we're on a party bus back home. We're going back to Sugar's house. And he walks up to this where the bus was supposed to be. And he was with these chicks and nothing happened.
Was he calling you, Sean? After the club?
Bro. Let me look. No. Oh, wait. No, he wasn't even. Oh, no, he didn't even call him. Yeah, he did.
I thought it was funny whenever we're all like partying, you lean over to me and you're like, who let all these fat bitches in? I look around, I'm
I
like,
remember that.
Bro.
I didn't say that.
I remember that.
Dude, that's always something. I mean, dear Lord Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. Tim's always the one, but it wasn't Tim. I don't know who brought the big chicks in.
It's rarely me.
I seen that.
When we have when we have a table, it's not a huge table. I mean, it's good size, but
Yeah.
we want the baddies up there. We don't want the fatties up there. So I had the security guard ask a couple girls to leave. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's my table.
Yeah, it's your table.
I do remember that though.
that's funny as fuck. Look like we're at a pasture, dude.
God, dude, that place was crazy.
Yeah, so Jared did get the call. He said, I got the call to step in to fight Chimaev.
It's so
Unfortunately,
sick.
before I could tell my manager to tell the UFC, yes, I had injured myself, so I wasn't able to take the fight on 10 days. They called me on the 10th. They called me and offered me that fight before they offered it to Usman. They offered it to me, so it would have been me. Could have easily been me. Damn it.
I know that would have been fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what else?
So hit us with one of your fucked up questions, Ezra, the ones you hit when we were in Boston or something.
All right, fuck.
One of the fucking up questions he hit with you or what?
Just scenarios.
I had some pretty good ones. I got some good ones. I just gotta. Oh, okay. This one's one of my favorite ones. This one is Bryce's though. Bryce gets credit for this one. Okay. Would you rather? Or you guys might have already been asked this before, but it's all right. Your girl and your mom switch bodies. You gotta fuck one to switch them back.
Do what?
Your girl and your mom switch bodies. You have to fuck one to switch them back.
I'd fucking put a bullet in my head.
No, you do. You do.
I'd definitely fuck my mom.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
Next one.
If you had to fuck a barn animal, which one would you choose?
Oh, a sheep. I love sheep.
Sheep?
I'm sexually attracted
You
to
said
them.
sheep. Okay, this is funny.
That's just what came to my head right away. But Tim actually has fucked something.
You guys know Ross?
Yeah.
Ross?
Fucked one?
Okay, I said Ross, how much money would it take for you to fuck a sheep?
150.
He said 2,000. I was like, that's it?
2,000?
And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, well, if Sugar gets a sheep, just let him know. I'm like, $2,000?
If I could put it on my YouTube. Is
I think you get in trouble for that, right?
that illegal?
Gotta be, bro. Gotta be.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
Well,
Do you have fights this weekend other than boxing? Do you got a prediction for Fury versus... What if
Fury's
we're live
gonna-
right now?
I think
Remember?
Fury's gonna
Our
stop
live
him.
pods. You think Fury's stopping him? What do you think, Ezra?
if Francis makes it to a decision, that's gonna be impressive.
That would be a win for Francis.
No, Fury's probably gonna finish him. But I would love to see Ngannou just fucking sleep him. That'd be fire.
I'd feel bad. Dude, imagine Fury's depression. You know he deals with that shit already. Imagine he gets slept by Francis. We got fights this weekend. That doesn't really...
How about this Naval? Real happiness only
Shit.
comes as a side effect of peace. Most of it's going to come from acceptance, not from changing your external environment. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just sometimes...
Thinking, what if?
Did you guys see that thing
Whatever.
Brandon posted this morning? The Jim Carrey?
Oh, I
Put it on
sent him
story.
that.
You sent him that. That was pretty fire.
My real self or whatever.
Yeah, he put it up on his story. It's pretty
Yeah, I was
cool.
on a run the other day, actually. It was after the fights. After the fights, I was fired up, and I went on a little run, and I threw that on. Jim Carrey's... Yeah, that shit's powerful. Jim Carrey's the man.
He
He has a
goes
lot of
deep,
good
doesn't he?
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff on YouTube. God, I love YouTube. What app you been on mostly? Snapchat still?
I just post on Snap. I'm not really surfing on Snap much. Probably YouTube. YouTube a lot.
Yeah, YouTube is mine,
YouTube a
probably.
lot.
What about you, Ezra?
Pornhub.
Just here, you got the app downloaded. They need an
Do
app
you
for
usually go
that.
to Pornhub on your phone, or does Kira get pissed, or she doesn't mind it?
I got away from vids. All
Smart.
mental.
All
Really?
all
All mental.
Damn.
It
a
is all
different-
mental, bro. 'Cause
That's
when you
another
get
power.
bored,
Could you
when
go
get
J
bored-
off if you were horned up? Could you go J off in there with no vids or anything? Just your
Oh, I could.
imagination. Really?
Hell yeah,
How fast could you bust?
easily, especially with all those things.
No-
in there. No jokes.
No lube though.
I never use lube anyway.
You J dry? You J dry.
Yeah, I do.
I hate that.
You guys remember the first time you jerked off?
I think mine was no, but I remember the first time I had a wet dream. I was in like 5th grade, 6th
Oh,
grade.
damn, that's fire.
That's probably like my first time.
Was it like one of your teachers or?
I don't remember.
You guys ever gotten caught?
I don't think
I don't
think I've ever
so.
got caught Jaying.
It's not bad.
How many times have you got caught? It's not bad.
Once by my stepmom, but she didn't. She just kind of walked.
What are
Watch.
you doing, stepson?
No, it wasn't that scenario. So that was a little awkward.
Yeah, you ever walked in your dad Jaying off?
No, I walked in on my dad putting a pump in on my stepmom though.
How long did you stay?
Shit.
I'm serious.
Oh god.
Shit, 5 minutes. Talk about some shit that's interesting, bud.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm just reading.
TimboSugarShow, man. We talk about
reading.
interesting shit. Remember?
I'm fucking tired from training, man. I really am.
You should have went out with us and you wouldn't be tired.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm full of energy, Bubba. I'll have this kid, Art Landa, I think is how you say it, on Instagram, messaged me. And he said, yo, let me paint your Lambo. And I checked out his page, and he did all 6'9" cars, a bunch of other like dope cars. So he's going to come today and splatter paint my Lambo. I'm nervous because I like the way my Lambo looks. I like the pink wrap with the green. So I'm hoping he doesn't fuck it up. If he does, I guess I'll have to rewrap it. But it could be sweet. But it could be not sweet. And I guess we're going to find out here in a few hours. Schmitty's doing a better job, isn't he now, eh? At first you were a little nervous.
Yeah, he's doing a little better job. He's doing a better job. It's
A little bit better?
yeah, he's doing good. He's doing better. He's doing better. He made a lot of tips and yeah.
I wonder what he spends those tips on, that cash, that hard-earned cash. I wonder where he go. I wonder what he spends it on.
So say you already have a house and everything, Ezra, and you got say 200, 300K in the bank. What are you buying? Treating yourself. Any car you want, what would you get?
Any car. Fuck. Dude, I feel like I don't even know what cars cost. I just feel like I just want a
Ask me.
Tesla. I feel like a Tesla seems sick.
Tesla. And then is there anything else you'd treat yourself to? Like a little chain maybe?
Oh, I'd get a chain. Like fire.
Yeah.
First paycheck, chain.
Might as well treat yourself.
That's Jay over there. Buying a Cartier watch, his first real paycheck.
God, speaking of Cartier watch, bro, I gotta find mine. I lost that shit. I think Jay stole it. My iced out Cardi. I don't know where it's at. It's been really stressing me out.
Dude, I think first check, I might just get tatted up. I might
You just get yadded.
Yeah.
You could probably find a tat sponsor who'll hit you before.
Yeah,
Just get a bunch of shit you regret.
It's true.
been there.
Just get a bunch of tribal.
There's a
Tribal used to be lit back
Tribal
in the day.
around your
That's a
leg.
thing. You see
That's
someone
what
with a
face
tribal.
tats are gonna be.
Remember that? That's a face. I'm worried that's what face tats would be, but if they are,
Our
they
shit's
are.
gonna look fire, huh, Sean? 20
One of my
years from
boys,
Don't
Bro,
care.
5, 10K, you get those thing buzzed off for easy money.
one of my boys is a big ginger. He's got a tribal. He's got a huge tribal, and he's like a
Did you
big
ever pull
ginger.
puss?
No.
Gingers usually don't.
Ah.
Sean Strickland unloads on Khamzat. Says he doesn't fucking deserve. Oh yeah, you already said that. Okay, so I take it. I'm sorry. I love when Connor goes off on Twitter. I love when he called Canelo an uncooked chicken. That shit was funny. All right, maybe not. I guess not. Did you not think that one was funny?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
He said, "Listen here, you uncooked chicken. I'll just kill you with one leg or something. Stop your knee in." I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny.
What have you been doing? Kill the time. You don't have to. You're not trained twice a day. What are you doing? Just still
God.
been hitting the bags a lot.
Oh yeah, just making high, just living in my anxiety, grabbing my chicken eggs every once in a while.
What do you do when you get anxiety? Just smoke more.
Oh yeah, I just try to get higher, see if it'll go away. No, I've been. What have I been doing? I don't even friggin' know. I've been still doing good morning routine. This morning I woke up, did a 10-minute meditation, went downstairs, did 2 minutes on the cold plunge, 10 minutes on the red light, 12 minutes on the PEMF. Went and took care of my chickens.
Do you listen to something when you're doing PEMF or just lay there?
Yeah, Joe Dispenza. I've been listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza. I do get listen to the space and between the space and your eyes in the space. Have you heard that one?
It's always in space.
In space.
I don't know. It's kind of.
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been listening to some shit. It doesn't really work. I'm still anxious. No, I actually haven't been too bad. They haven't been too bad. I've been wanting to book a fight bad though. Like but I gotta get. It's like I can't book a fight. Gotta be healthy. But we're getting there, man. We're getting there. If I can just train consistently, I'll be all right. That's where I get my true happiness, is when I can train and just kind of get humbled and just leave, just feeling kind of like a bitch, but I still had a good training. Like that's where I feel like I'm most like at ease. When I can't
You ever
train,
had to be
though-
out of training for a while, Ezra?
I think last year before my first amateur fight, I tore my LCL and I was out for like almost 4 months.
Oh, yeah. It's hard, dude. It's hard. Especially when you get that relief. Because you don't get that same release. If you go push it hard on the Aerodyne, you go on a... Well, I like running. Running kind of gives me a nice high, but nothing like jiu-jitsu. Nothing.
Just wrestling too, yeah.
And I would say boxing and sparring gives you that too, but it's just like you get hit in the head. One good crack in boxing, and then your whole day is kind of like... depends how hard you get cracked. But yeah, there's nothing like just hard jiu-jitsu. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu. It's just so fun.
You know what's crazy? What's kind of going away is just movies. Just
I
watching
actually-
a movie. When's the last time you watched a movie?
I watched 2 movies recently, chick flicks, and they were fire.
Which ones?
Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2.
You are bored.
I actually learned a lot about lawyers and shit.
And communication between girls.
No, it was actually funny, bro. It was better than Barbie. Me and Danny watched Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2 the last couple of days. It was actually kind of fire.
Watch Wolf of Wall Street, real show.
I gotta filter my mind. I can't be watching that stuff.
You never seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
It's a banger. It's
I'm
pretty
worried
good.
it'll have me going off the deep end, hitting up the boys, saying, "Let's
It's
go
like
party."
3 hours though.
Huh?
It's like 3 hours long.
It's
good,
one
though.
movie, not a series.
No, it's a movie.
Okay.
It'll keep you hooked though. It'll make you want to find some quaaludes for the boys though.
I know
for
that's
sure.
the issue. Now that Airbnb house too is how nice it's looking and pimped out, and that's whenever.
When are you guys gonna start Airbnb-ing it?
I might Airbnb it myself for the weekend.
You book it for yourself. It's fire.
That place is whenever we want though. We got. It's just crazy. It sucks how far. If we got the party bus scheduled for there and back,
It'll be perfect.
it's perfect. But
I'll
because
put
the
in
party
20.
bus is literally you're at the club, going 80 down the highway. There's nothing better doing front flips and shit in
That's
there.
fire.
I
Remember
bet that party
Sonnen?
bus was fun. Yeah.
Fucking Schmitty's like, I'm gonna post a vlog. I said, let me watch that thing before you post it. There's a lot of things that can't be in there. He's recording everything.
Oh, I know. Oh God, if some of the footage got leaked, we would.
I still wish Jay would have recorded
Which part?
the
The front
in Texas on the party
Oh,
bus.
I know. Can we talk about it or no?
No.
You know who's gonna come on the pod Wednesday? But I'm just gonna do a Zoom with him on Thursday. Go on my
Who?
YouTube.
Wow. The fact that you
He's
just
excited
said
he
that.
forgot. Hans Kim?
No, not Hans Kim.
Wow.
God, who's the green-haired kid you beat up?
Chris
Chris
Matino.
Yeah, Chris Matino.
He's
No
coming on the
way.
pod?
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
he was
that
going
actually-
on Wednesday, but I think we're just gonna do it Thursday on a Zoom at my house because he can on Wednesday because he's training.
Sick.
But I'm gonna have Josh Demas from Love Is Blind on Wednesday.
Oh.
Spill the juice from Love Is Blind. The new Love Is Blind is pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty juicy.
I was listening to a podcast talking about how just like bad those shows are for people to watch.
Really?
Yeah. I think
Why?
you sent me one of the pods.
What does it say?
Well, I've never really watched them, so I don't know. But he was just talking about how it's the generation watching that, their expectations on dating and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just like, it's not about it's about competition. It's not about love. It's about winning and this and that. And I don't know.
Some of the couples from the other seasons are still
Isn't it
together
Tommy
today.
Fury and his girl from that they met on a show, and they're
Oh,
still
yeah.
together?
Yep.
What do you guys think about, like, if you look at you ever see those like AI generated like evolution things where it'll like go all the way down like the line? Oh, they're like weird. They're like start like in like cavemen,
someone-
and it'll
Oh.
just keep like people keep changing all the way to like they're like robots. But kind of think about like whenever people first started dating, like think about like back to like the 20s or something, like how hard it was to rizz up a girl. But I had to like talk to her dad, got to take her on like 70 dates before you get a crack.
Oh,
And like now,
well,
just
in the 20s, fuck, I wish I knew my history better. But in the 20s,
I
there were
know.
still slaves, right?
Jesus,
No, I think- I
bro.
think so.
Come on.
I think so.
You can't talk about history.
Not slaves.
no,
Why
I don't
not?
think so. I
'Cause
thought
you're
that was
white.
1800s. It ended with Abe Lincoln ended it in the 1800s. But
I got to go to Atlanta in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, is that the next trip for you?
I'm going to Atlanta on the let me see, November 4th and 5th. I'll be in Atlanta. Then I'll be in New York, November 6th through. They want me to stay. They want me to stay all week, 6th through the fights. But I don't want to stay that long, so I'm gonna try to stay from like the 6th to the 9th or something. 'Cause I definitely don't want to be in New York for a week.
You should
You
go
know
to
what
the
I mean?
strip clubs out there, Sean. I heard they're crazy over there in Atlanta.
We went. I've been.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've been.
Fire.
They are crazy. Remember that? Didn't you come with? We went. We went. I get my PJs out and. Oh wait, that was. Yeah, we went. We
Where you
went.
met Justin Bieber?
We went to the famous one. What was that one called? That famous strip
Triller. Sorry, I was
guy's
reading
stupid.
a text.
Trailer. No, the strip club. This famous one in Atlanta, or wherever.
It's always in the
Money.
the rap songs.
Yeah. UJ knows.
Yeah, I know.
I literally, dude, there was literally piles of ones. Like I grabbed them and threw them on, and I got screamed
Yeah,
at.
you know
I'm
how to
like,
do that.
all right,
They
brother.
just keep recycling the money. I already throws like $100.
Magic City or no?
Magic City. There
get
it
the
is.
fake hundreds.
Oh,
all the fake
God.
hundreds.
Yeah,
Sugar hundreds?
shoot.
Should
That'd be
make some.
fire. It's not a bad idea. I bet people definitely do that. Those strippers are probably so sad when they get home. Your daughter, do you mind? Would you mind if she was a stripper?
Yeah, that would suck. I would
It
just
would.
be like,
Or just
fuck.
or OnlyFans girl?
How's it going, Michael? Papa Squat, brother.
What up, G?
This is go ahead, sit down. You could talk to you on the mic too here a little bit. This is Michael. Our boy Ariel Hawani hit me up and
Oh,
said,
okay. What's
Michael,
up, G? Okay.
Go ahead, Papa Squat.
Yeah, sit next to Ezra. I was confused.
So you used to work for ESPN?
Yeah, so I worked for ESPN for about 5.5 years. So my boy Ariel, when he joined ESPN, switched over from, I was with like Sports Center, all of that stuff. And then when UFC made that deal, that huge, whatever deal it was with ESPN, then I got promoted, thrown to the UFC side. And that was pretty much right when Ariel came as well.
So now what are
so-
you doing?
Yeah, so now I'm working mostly in YouTube space. Demetrius Johnson, if you take a look at his YouTube, he's a close friend of mine. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was talking about you, Sean. He's like, hey, we did some fun stuff in Cali. I don't know what that meant, but it was. Dude, I don't know what that entailed, but he's like, no, we had some fun in Cali. He's a good dude.
Yeah, so you've been helping with his YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, his
now.
YouTube's been looking
You
good.
do thumbnails, and how do you help him out?
Yes.
over here?
So we have a guy who does thumbnails, and he's just incredible. He's this dude from Morocco. His name's Med. So we use him. He does the thumbnails, but no, I work with him in terms of the editing, setting up his camera, his little studio that he has, and
So you record and edit?
Yeah, I mean, he lives in Seattle, so that's the thing about DJs. He's just he approaches everything the way he does the fight game. Like I taught him okay, get this camera, film yourself this way.
He films himself.
Yeah, so he films himself. It's pretty incredible. I helped him set up his studio, but he does all the filming himself.
Wow, it's impressive.
Yeah, and then we use his gaming streaming. We use that to do breakdowns.
Nice.
So he already had that set up through the the streaming.
So you think it would be good if the Timbo Sugar Show was a live show on Sunday, or would it not matter?
Yeah, so that was interesting. I was talking about that with DJ actually, because we have a podcast too. So I was like, oh, what do you think about doing it live? And I do think with you guys it would make a lot of sense, just because you could, if you put something in front of you where you could see comments and stuff and let people know oh, hey, this guy just said this, you know what I mean?
Is there a delay? Can we do a 10-second delay with an emergency shut off? Because he says racist shit all the time.
Rarely.
He literally just said something we have to cut out. That wouldn't have been good.
Because that is
really,
that would have been bad.
No,
Don't you think?
Because I'll say that is something that you said that was.
Imagine the guy who
that's
made
why
the show
Joe Rogan-
Django.
Joe Rogan stopped doing live because remember, some
Yeah,
shit
but
happened.
that's
Banger?
different.
Wow. that's
No,
fucked
but
up.
one thing I thought was interesting though, that you said on a recent show, you're we got to stop cussing.
Yeah.
And we've had that same issue too. So now I'll go through. We just had Michael Bisping on DJ's podcast,
Okay.
and so then I just.
Are you
It was
bleeping
maybe
him?
an hour long. What?
You just bleep them now or what?
Yeah, exactly. So I had to go through
just to
it
monetize
sucks,
it,
just
because
bleep it.
YouTube's been so strict lately.
Yeah. So I just to play it safe, go in and bleep all of that.
I'm
So
not
I
even-
agree with you. I wonder how that works live.
I wouldn't be worried about us cussing on live, just saying something we regret. So I wonder, is there an emergency button to where it kills the stream, 10-second delay, we're good? That would be interesting.
Well, what about these comedy podcasts? They
I never get it.
They
Or
get so dark. They
Or
say,
full.
They probably don't
full
monetize
send and
them.
stuff. Doesn't full send have?
I think they cut a
profanity?
lot of the cuss words, and there is profanity and stuff. Oh, so those comedian shows don't monetize.
They
it.
probably don't monetize their pods.
Yeah,
You
like
could
They
probably-
don't.
Your
They
mom's
don't
house
monetize
one
it?
does it.
They probably don't if they're that dark humor.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
probably
so-
just don't.
It's very interesting because there is the way you guys do the podcast. Unless you have say you're interviewing someone, that's going to be tough to do. But the way you guys are just chilling, vibing. I'll have to take a look at. Yeah, so I see you guys have a nice little switcher there, a board. So it seems like everything's already basically being done live.
Yeah, because Timbo Sugar Show live, 11:30 morning, church we could call it. I think it would be a banger too. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
talking
I like it.
to the peeps.
We just have to. I mean, the cameras. You can figure out how to go live with those, basically.
Could you help us figure that out, Michael?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it makes a lot of sense for you guys with what you do. And then also I know when you do have guests, they're usually in studio anyway, right? I mean,
We'd probably do. I mean, if we did a live show, we'd probably do a Zoom guest every episode, like a 15-minute one, like Pat McAfee does.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you could work that in. It will be a little bit more difficult because then you'll have to have someone on the side talking to that person. Like, hey, just like Ariel does it, which actually I worked on his show with ESPN. It was called Ariel Hawani's MMA show. It's the same stuff. We're talking to the guests before they go on, making sure their cameras.
So we'd need basically
all that.
2 people to work in the whole every Sunday.
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
wonder if you would, because it's on the Zoom link, and they would just go into the queue.
Yeah.
And Jay could separately go say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He could probably do it on himself.
I feel like there's more to go on.
How many
live.
people work for Ariel's show?
I mean, at ESPN, it was a whole control room.
Yeah.
That was a little bit. It was probably overkill at ESPN, but I am
now-
curious with the MMA. I mean, he still has a control room right now. I mean, he has a producer. He actually worked at ESPN as well. His producer, and then he'll have a director still. I'm assuming he has an assistant
probably
director.
Three people.
No, it's probably more than that. I mean, it's a
Really?
pretty
Yeah.
legit setup that he had. Still even not in ESPN, but yeah. So it's.
Damn. So
That's what's tough. It makes things complicated with the guests. Not gonna lie, but
So did you go to school to learn about like all this stuff?
Yeah, so pretty much I went broadcast journalism at the University of Illinois, which in hindsight's like, I would suggest to anyone who wants to do this, don't study in like journalism and stuff. Like, it'd be better to get, I don't know, some degree that's makes a decent amount of money. And then if you're still passionate about it, you're not going to, any job I've ever applied for in this field is not like, oh, do you have a journalism degree? You know what I mean?
It's just outdated.
Yeah. You get the like outside of that.
Is it a lot of it just like anything who you know?
Oh, 100%.
Because this you could have this one kid who's just really smart, learned everything on YouTube, knows this guy. This guy's looking for someone. He knows this guy. He recommends this guy. Never went to school, but knows he's really good. Gets the job.
Yeah. No, because that's what it pretty much was with me. And I've met more like talented editors, or they could film really good. But it's really more about how you know, like who you know, and then also knowing the YouTube game of like, this video is going to do well and that kind of stuff.
So weird, like on which video is going to do well, and like maybe you have a banger video, but then just the thumbnail wasn't right or the title wasn't right, and you're like, what the hell?
I'm not trying to be cocky, but if you look at Demetrius's YouTube from when I joined him, it was actually when you knocked out Aljo. I think that was the first time that we like. I was been friends with him for a while, but when I fished, he was like, okay, I'm gonna work with on your YouTube, and like the numbers have just been crazy.
Do you work like full time with Demetrius, or do you work with Demetrius and you work with this creator? You work with this creator. Or you 100% full time with Demetrius?
No, I work with other fighters and stuff too, but I'd say Demetrius is the biggest one. And yeah,
all editing.
No, it's pretty much like it is, of course, editing and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, the number one thing is the like strategic advice, knowing what's going to do well on YouTube, and just that little bit of like, hey, you got to present this a little bit better. Do a video on this. So like, I'm telling him all the videos he should do. Like, we have shit planned out weeks ahead, which I hate that he does do that, because you know how MMA is. That look what just happened to this card. So we're like, oh shit, we have to cut out whatever XYZ tape, but we'll just tape like, okay, do this breakdown, like this pay-per-view's coming up, like the easiest was Dillon Danis, Logan Paul shit, like that stuff just exploded.
So
just
do you guys
anything with that stuff?
Do you guys plan out like three a week or 4 a week, or is it every day?
That's actually a good question too, because at first we were going a little bit too heavy, where we were trying to do like Monday through Friday every day, and we realized it's better to give it let it breathe
soak in a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say 3 or 4 a week is better, because then that will give you, like, say you have a banger on Monday, then it will give like 48 hours. My boy did that song, by the way. That's the John Jones.
Yeah, damn, his videos are crushing now.
No, MC Dome, shout out. But so yeah,
Cut
no,
that.
it's
No,
no. So it is it is just, YouTube is weird. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a weird game, but you can't. Always what I tell people is you just can't have an ego, because there's a lot of fighters that like, I wouldn't talk about this thing, like, or I wouldn't do a video this way. Like, you need to just do whatever does well, and not. DJ does not give a shit. You know how much he had to talk about. This is Demetrius Johnson, one of the greatest fighters in UFC history, and he's talking about Jake Paul or Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis like it's Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing that because he knows if he's just like, oh, this fight sucks, I hate this influencer boxing shit, then the fans aren't gonna care. When look what happens, that fight happens, you do the reacts video and it blows up, because they're like, hey, I want to see what DJ thought now that he talked about it for weeks.
For sure. Yes, because how long have you been studying just YouTube and the algorithm and what pops and stuff?
Yeah, no, so I'd say about like a year now. So I left ESPN, which was really difficult, because it was a dream job, and
like a
especially
corporate type job.
Yeah, like I was consider when I went there, they didn't have a UFC deal, obviously, and once they made that deal, and I was already a huge UFC fan, it was like, shit, this is like the perfect timing, getting to work on Ariel and the Bad Guy, DC Helwani, which I never worked on RCDC, because that was right around when I left.
What about working with Chael and stuff? Chael does a good job on his tube.
No, Chael is just, I say he's
on it.
But Chael's the one guy, what he does would not work for everyone. Because if you see what he does, he'll post like a bunch of videos in a day. It's like, that is not what you're supposed to do, because you're going to kill. Say you post 3 videos in like a 2-hour span like he does, you're realistically going to kill probably 2 of them, and only one's going to survive. But it works because it will be like 20,000, then 700,000, some obscure take yet. So he's almost just throwing a bunch of shit, seeing what sticks. But it works for him. There's nothing he should change about his strategy. But no, I worked with him at ESPN, and you understand this is a guy zero prep for anything. Like, we would do all this prep with Ariel, like, okay, so we're going to do this, like for Aaron the bad guy, we're going to do this round. And like, we're just talking about it, having these meetings, and Chael would know nothing, just sit there. Okay, let's do the show. And he would have this story like, man, I remember in 2005, like, it's like, where did you get this story from when you didn't even know we were going to talk about this? So it's tough because you can't teach what Chael does to like other fighters. So that's what is kind of tough, because everyone wants to have that Chael kind of YouTube, but not everyone wants to listen to a fighter talk for 10 minutes. It's very difficult. Yeah,
everybody and their cousin is making a YouTube now, but man, just having the ideas consistently for years is a whole nother thing.
It's the ideas too.
Yeah. It really is.
And see what sticks, obviously, with Demetrius, and for my stuff, fight reaction videos, is like, you just stick with those. Stick with the fighting. That's what pops. They're guaranteed to pop for the most part, fight reaction videos.
Yeah, because for the longest time on the Timbo Sugar Show, we're like, God, all we do is fight every day. We just watch fighting. We didn't even really want to talk about fighting.
Yeah, that's definitely what people like us.
That's what we do.
You kind of look how people trend on TikTok and stuff. It's a lot of that same vibe on YouTube that we had Demetrius. Just, if you saw the face off between Dillon Danis and Logan Paul, like, we just had him sit and watch that, and that did like great numbers. So like, you're just you repurposing content that's already trending. Like, shit, this is doing like 1 million in a day. We probably should
What a
watch
disappointing fight.
Oh no, it was,
Logan,
it was
I wanted
horrible.
to. I mean, Logan looked good. He looked good. Dillon just, and then he goes on Piers Morgan. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to fight him. I was trying to back him down. The thing is, he probably believes that. That's funny though.
I wonder if there's anybody who's going to book him again.
Dildo. I mean, they did good numbers. They really, I mean, the views.
Like, would it be a bare knuckle? Like, hey, we'll give you $50K.
He's not going
like,
to box again. He realized he can't do that.
MMA, but who's going to have the money to pay him?
He doesn't need that much money to book a fight. He's not like that.
50 G's.
Yeah, dude, acting like he's making all this money.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He don't have a lot of money. I would guess. I would assume.
God, it's a risk for the promoter. It's like, we're going to book him. We're going to spend all this money on the promotion.
He
showed up for a big payday against Logan.
I think he'll show up. I want to see him in the UFC. I want to see him get one fight in the UFC. I'd like to see that.
I mean, a lot of people would watch.
That's what I'm saying.
They did it for CM Punk. They did it for Mike Jackson. They did it for some of these guys. Well, they did it for Mike Jackson because CM Punk was in there, I think.
No, Mike Jackson? I don't even know.
He's this guy. He's like suing Jake Shields. He's the guy that Jake Shields.
I don't know how. Was he like
3?
Was he an amateur that wanted to go pro, or was he just someone who's like, hey, we got CM Punk, you want to fight? And then he just kept taking. Then he fought. Didn't he fight? What was that other guy that came off the Dana White's looking for a fight? He fought CM Punk. I think he fought Mike Jackson. He fought
Mickey
Gall. Yeah.
Mike Jackson got knocked out by Pete from the lab.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they UFC sends you an email. Here's your options. It's Mike Jackson. You're like, yes, bro. Hell yeah.
What a name. I was actually you want to ask how bored I've been getting? You said.
Yeah.
I watched Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance. It was pretty.
That's
fire.
that jacket. That's what it's from, right? It's the Michael Jackson
jacket.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. Oh yeah, Kira's wearing it, huh? But yeah, I watched Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance. I just love watching performances, and it was so crazy because Michael Jackson was such an odd person, but the world loved him. It wasn't like the this clique or the Cowboys or the gangster. It was like everybody enjoyed Michael Jackson. It was just such he captivated globally. It was insane, dude. It was so cool. Watching him dance.
Yeah. So.
I can't believe motherfucker was black and then he was white.
And
He
that's pretty
literally
cool.
was black,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's white.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not anymore, but
That's
that's
crazy.
wild,
Dude, how he moved, he maybe could have been a sick fighter.
bro. Well,
How
yeah.
good his body mechanics are. Like,
It's so crazy how mental fighting is, though. Like, there's athletes in the NFL that would be like, oh, imagine if they could fight, but they just take something different to be able to fight. It's a different kind of thought process.
I mean, just booking a fight, knowing I'm going to fight another guy who's a professional fighter in 8 weeks. We're going to be locked in this cage and we're going to fight each other. That alone, dude. It makes anything else, though, like not that scary, because a fight, you have no idea what kind of injuries you're going to come out with. That's why I'm like, with Wim Hof thing, I'm like, it'll be scary going to Wim Hof's, but you know you're not going to die.
I don't know. I feel like we could die. All right, jump in this negative 600 degree water in Antarctica by yourself, no life jacket. The crew's going to be gone, and then swim back, and you'll be enlightened.
Yeah, I mean,
I might die.
Below 32, it's usually frozen, so I think it'll be hard.
Not
to get
running
below
water.
that.
Not if it's running. Loosen up my back.
Go under the ice.
How cold can water get without until it's frozen?
If it's constantly
running
and flowing,
if
it'll
running.
just. I think it'll just
You're
constantly be cold. Cold.
Yeah, I don't think it ever freezes over.
We are smart.
Dude, I know this shit. I went to middle school. I did, G. Don't laugh at that.
No, but I bet that Wim Hof thing, dude.
I would definitely watch
It'd
that
be freaking
documentary if you went.
Yeah,
I'm dead ass, G. When was the first time you kissed a girl? I was in 7th grade.
7th, and I showed my friends. Check this out. Kept kissing.
Oh,
damn.
Dude, my girl, it was my first kiss.
No way.
No way.
I
Damn,
swear, yeah.
that's fucking sweet. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
but my
serious
best
love.
friend was her first kiss. Small town.
Dan, did you KO him? Boom. I was like, what the fuck?
It's Ross.
What grade was that? What grade was that?
Like by 6th grade.
Damn, that's crazy. Tim said you said one of your buddies has a touch of the tism.
He does have a touch of the tism.
I could see that. Once he said that, I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so we kind of give Jack shit because Jack doesn't get any puss. But then Ross gets puss, and he's like, "I got that wrist tis."
Yeah, but the sheep puss doesn't fucking.
yeah, sheep puss don't count.
Yes, it does. Little hair.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the show. Hit
We're
that
live.
like and subscribe button, and check it out, sugarshop.co, and then head over to the RedHawk Recap. Check out my page. We're having Josh from Love Is Blind on,
And Montino.
and then where can they follow you at, Ezra, on Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Ezra, and then __ Elliott.
Bar.
He's been getting a little more wild on Instagram. It's been good. So
Have you?
Just trying to get some posts in.
Hey.
I'm about to get the YouTube going. I got a couple of videos I've already made.
There we go.
All right, guys. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.